Greetings everyone, this is Spartan275, coach of the Victorville Bikini, and welcome to week 2 of the LDL Majors Season 9, and we're up against Jordan and the Utah Valley Talonflames. Now before we begin, I want to make an announcement about the transaction that I did. The transaction is that I traded for Gator. Like I mentioned before during my draft analysis, I was going to drop it because I didn't feel like it's going to be useful in the upcoming games, and I really needed a poison type, and I really wanted Tentacruel, so I went for the second best thing, and I picked up Marini. Starting from this week onward, honestly speaking, I think Marini might be a solid low pick, as it's technically Toxapex, but with Eviolite, because it technically has everything that Toxapex has outside of, let's say, Baneful Bunker. Maybe like the 2 or 3 other moves that's not very useful. Other than that, it has what it needs: Recover, Toxic Spikes, Scald, Knockoff, you name it. But without further ado, let's get into the team builder. Now, Jordan drafted Stall, and I was so very, very surprised that he did that. I know he builds very theme-like teams, but I wasn't expecting him to draft Stall overall. I mean, I don't know. Just by looking at it, I'm just not gonna have a good time. Clefable, Tapu Bulu, Halucha, Skarmory, Dugtrio, Toxapex, Chansey, Rotom Heat, Mega Sableye, Alone Golem. Just looking at the team alone, I'm just going to have a bad time, you know? So, I did a lot of practice, a lot of mock battles, and I'm just going to say this right now, I lost almost all of them. I think I only won one of them. But even then, it's not easy. I don't think I'll be winning this, but if I could pull off a win, let's just pray and hope, you know. But without further ado, let's get into the team. Well, before we go into the team, I want to say that based on the mock battles, I could definitely say that Tapu, Lucha are going to be brought in along with Skarmory, Toxapex, and either 2 fillers, most likely Clefable and Mega Sableye. Chansey is a possible, but at the same time, I have a lot of knockoff users, so I doubt he want Chansey in this. Rotom Heat is nice for him to bring, but at the same time, it's not. I have a lot of fire resistances, but at the same time, he can still bring it without any electric moves. And then there's a Lone Golem, which I do not see him bringing at all, because I do have a Steel type. He could bring Magnapole, but at the same time, I literally have a mon that's immune to being trapped. So now, without further ado, let's get into the team. So first up on the list is Estelle the Diancie. I'm running a Shed Cell set. I'm running relatively offensive. A lot of EVs and special attack, a little bit in physical attack with the moves Moonblast, Earth Power, Diamond Storm, Stealth Rock. This is my rocker on the team. It's going to live a lot of hits, even without any investments in the defense or special defense. But overall, if I could just set up rocks in without Mega Sableye being on the field, or let alone in the game, I think I could wear off his team a bit. So, hopefully it'll be very beneficial. I have Shed Shell over anything else, because if he brings a trio, I could safely switch out and bring in 2 of my other counters I'll be going through in a little bit. But other than that, this is pretty much just to wither away some of his mons. And Earth Power just in case if he ends up running, and if he does, for some reason, doesn't bring grassy terrain. I have coming from off the bench for the first time, Najarala the Komo. This one is a substitute set, leftovers, with Dragon Claw, Earthquake, and Poison Chap. The reason why I am going for Dragon Claw over Drain Punch is because I want certified damage. Sure, I could run Drain Punch, but if Grassy Terrain is up and Toxapex is on the field, I have nothing. I mean, Earthquake is not going to do anything against that beast. Sure, you could try to Skull, but I mean, sure, he's not going to break through the sub, but still. I went for Adamant Nature and Max Speed just to ensure that I'm outspeeding a lot of his mons, except for Rotom Heat. But other than that, it guarantees survive a lot of hits from mons such as Tapu Bulu and what was the mon again? Dugtrio. That's what I'm thinking about. Dugtrio and also Toxapex, even Rotom Heat. But I also have to be careful not to get his status, otherwise it might become useless and I'm just gonna have a hard time. But that's where the next mon I have is gonna be very key to that, and that is Misei the Shaman. This is a pretty mixed set with leftovers, with the moves Air Slash, Sea Flare, Synthesis, and Aromatherapy. Air Slash is to ensure that I'm hitting both Lucha and Bulu if they try to switch in on Shaman. Sea Flare is for stab and guaranteed to drop special defense stats on very of his Pokemon such as Skarmory, Clefable, especially Clefable if it's running unaware, Chansey, and Toxapex. Synthesis is for recovery over running Giga Drain. Aromatherapy is to ensure that my team is not fully statused. I'm running this weird set because with the Spadef, I'm guaranteed to not get like 4-hit KO through Moonblast. I might have to double check on that. And I also have speed to guarantee outspeed, if I'm not mistaken, Rotom Heat if it's max speed. And this is where we get into more of the heat of a lot of the sets. We got Mithimu the Doublade with, the standard Eviolite. This one's max defense, max HP, but with Adamant, with Brave Nature to ensure I get a little bit more damage. But I'm running Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak, Sword Stance, and Rain Dance. Now, the reason why I'm running Rain Dance is for a couple of things. One is weakening fire type attacks from Rotom Heat, and it's also for the next member on the team. Other than that, this mon is guaranteed to survive a lot of physical hits, such as Tapu Bulu, Hawlucha, even Dugtrio. Dugtrio doesn't even 2-hit KO me unless it's running like Groundium Z. But other than that, and also in the rain, I'm not 2-hit KO'd by Overheat, because especially with the Eviolite, as long as I have Eviolite active. I was initially going to run Sacred Sword into this build over Rain Dance, but I kind of need Rain Dance for this next for the next mon that I'm about to talk about. But if I run into if Chansey does come, surprisingly enough, with these moves, I can actually out PP Chansey. Theoretically. So, because normally Chansey can't technically touch the blade outside of actually running dark any other move. Next up on the list is Ocean Man, the Manaphy. I am running Psychic MC. I'm not going to make the same mistake that I did. Oh wait, I did run it. Oh, right. Back about a Shaman speed. It's actually outspeeding Tapu Bulu. That's what that I put this investment in. Because I know for sure that this investment for speed is guaranteed to outspeed Max Speed, Timid, Rotom Heat. I have Ice Beam, Surf, Tail Glow, and Psychic. If I'm in the rain, Surf is going to do a lot of damage, and I'll guarantee the 2-hit KO Clefable, even if it's unaware. Psychic, Z Psychic is to take care of Toxapex. If he runs a, I think it was called the Pataya Berry. If I can Tail Glow, Z Psychium, and then if he hazes, I can just freely click Tail Glow, and then guaranteed to click Psychic twice to guarantee take out Toxapex. After that, Manaphy just goes in, technically speaking. Ice Beam for Tapu Bulu and Hawlucha, Surf for Stab. Other than that, that's pretty much all I need. Psychic is mainly for Toxapex. The only problem is that I do not 2-hit KO Chansey for some reason with if I'm +6 Surf. I don't know why, but in the rain I can. But if I'm not in the rain, it's debatable. And last but not least, the star of this team, the heat of this team, is none other than Genesis the Mew. I'm running leftovers with it. I have max HP. I tweaked the EVs, and I made sure that I am outspeeding, once again, Rotom Heat. I'm running Defog, Taunt, Ice Beam, and Transform. Now, here's the thing about Transform. If he does, I lead with Mew. Technically speaking, I will lead with Mew. Because if I lead with Mew, I could transform whatever he brings in. And once I transform, I can not only see the sets, but you'll have a hard time dealing with it. So let's say he does bring Mega Sableye and leads it, I could just straight up transform. I transform when he Mega Evolves, become Mega Sableye, he tries to go for Will-O-Wisp or Toxic, Magic Bounce right back onto the Sableye. Or if he leads Skarmory, I can use Taunt and then into Transform, so that if he has to switch out, I could transform into Skarmory. Or either he switches out or attacks, I transform into Skarmory, or whatever he switches into. And it allows me to guarantee to set up opposing hazards if I can transform into either Toxapex with Toxic Spikes, or Skarmory with Stealth Rock or Spikes, making him to force himself to deal with the hazards. So other than that, that is the overall team, the overall idea of the team. Like I mentioned, I did a lot of practice on a lot of training, a lot of practice, a lot of mock battles. I only won one game out of like many. I don't see myself winning, but I will try my best. I will not get bitter about it because I already know I've already put my mindset into that I will try to win, but if I don't win, I'm okay with that. So thank you everyone for watching. Go ahead and click the like button if you want. The battle will be up in the next day. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.